So I went skydiving for my 18th birthday, and that was a really long time ago. The day of which I went skydiving, it's been a minute. 13,500 feet, jumped out of a plane, fell for, I think it was like 68 seconds, and then glided in the air for about 6 with a parachute with a guy that had a gray mustache. This all happened on Amelia Island in Florida. It's one of the only places that you can skydive and land on the beach in basically the whole world. So, really cool place. But yeah, for my 18th birthday, because that's the youngest that you can actually skydive is 18. And I was going to vlog most of the experience, and then I forgot to. Well, mostly because you can't take your phone. But the guy vlogged it for me, which was pretty cool. So yeah, roll the tape.
Alright, brother, welcome to World Skydiving Center. What are you about to do today?
Skydive.
Skydive, take it 13,000 feet, kick you out. We're gonna land on the beach. How you feeling?
Good.
Nervous?
No.
Nah, excited, ready to go. Let's do this thing.
Wait. I'm skydiving. Let's put some epic music to the skydive. Or we can go with some classics. See? Now that's what I call skydiving with like awesome music. All right, back to the original program thing. Basically, they kind of suited me up. I have photos here for you guys, but they kind of suited me up in the parachute thing. It feels very similar to, like, I don't know if you've ever gone bungee jumping, but it's kind of like that, where you're basically in like this diaper that's connected to the parachute. And so they put that on you, and it's super tight, but it honestly doesn't hurt too bad. And then you go into the plane, and in the plane, there's not actually seats or anything. You're just kind of sitting in the back of the plane, and there's only one seat, and it's the driver's seat. The rest of the hull is literally just a tube, basically. So I was sitting in the floor of the tube with this guy. I don't remember his name, so I'm just going to call him Mustache. He was a really cool guy though, really nice. He's skydived, I think he told me like about 6,000 times, because it's his job. He does it multiple times a day, and he's been doing it for years. So then we just kind of sat in the hole of the plane. We kept climbing up to the altitude, 3,500 or 13,500, and then he told me we had headsets on so that I could hear him whenever he talked, and he says through the radio, basically to go sit on his lap. So I sat on his lap, and then he hooked his backpack to my backpack, so we were like connected, you know, because that's how it works with an instructor. And then he opened the door, and then 13,500 feet just down. I wasn't scared at all. I don't know if that's because I don't value my life or if I'm just fearless, but that's true. I wasn't frightened whatsoever. I was just excited. It's been on my bucket list to do skydiving forever. But basically, I put my first leg out, right? And then he puts his leg out, and then I put both of my legs out, and I'm just standing on the wing of the plane, and then he comes out, and I'm holding on, right? And then he comes out, and he holds on as well. And then he counts to 3, and we just jump. We just jumped. My hair is going absolutely crazy. And it makes my hairline look terrible, but it's okay. We're just falling. And a lot of the people that talk about skydiving make it sound like you're flying. I think that's the case when it's just you. But because I had the guy strapped to my back, I had that extra weight and that extra sense of security. So it didn't feel like I was just flying. It felt like, I don't know if you've ever stuck your head out the window while you're driving, or like your parents are driving, or like you have a convertible, you know? So in the car, if you stick your head out the window and your face feels like that and your hair's going everywhere, it felt like that, but on my entire body, right? That's kind of how it felt. It didn't feel like I was losing any altitude. It didn't feel like I was high up. It just felt like a lot of wind all at once, all on my body. And it felt like that for about 63 seconds. I could see the curvature of the earth, which was really, really cool. And I could just see everything under me. Yeah, the feeling of skydiving, at least with an instructor, is you don't really notice you're falling until dude pulls up the parachute and then you get yanked up, you know? But until then, it's just kind of like you're there. It just feels like a lot of wind against you, but it doesn't feel like you're going down at all, you know? If that makes any sense. And so it was a really cool experience. Absolutely loved it. Literally dope. But yeah, this place was really cool. They make you sign a waiver for your life, you know, because if you die, kind of looks bad on the company, you know. So if you sign we sign a waiver saying, yeah, if I die, it's not your fault. And then we sat in the lobby for a while because they had more than one group going up. It's just one. It was just me and the instructor because I was the only one going up in my group. But you can go up with a bunch of people, right? We had a family before us that went. It was the dad and the son, and they went up with the instructors. They did solo falls because they've done it a million times. Yeah, so once we sat in the thing, then they called my name and then they suited me up, and then we walked out to the plane, and then that's when we went up. And then after, when we landed on the beach. And so my landing on the beach, we're supposed to do it smoothly, right? So it's like the beach and then just goes boom and you land and you're fine, right? But the wind just kind of gave out on us right as we were about to land. So I just landed straight on my butt, which would have been fine if I hadn't fallen off of a shipping container a couple days prior and really messed up my back. But it was great. Anyways, like, I didn't hurt, so I'm fine. I'm still alive, you know, I'm still here. Yeah, and then I dusted off the sand, and then we went and we got the photos and the videos that I'm including in this video. And then after we went and got pizza. And also, it's not like you feel sick after falling. Not like any kind of altitude thing. The only thing with the altitude was my ears were messed the flip up. Like worse, I don't know if you've ever been on a plane, but like when your ears pop on a plane, it was way worse than that because of the constant wind rushing past my ear and the drop of 13,500 feet really quickly. I could not hear right for a couple days, I think. That's the only thing. And no amount of popping my ears was helping because it was, I don't know, like my ears aren't permanently damaged. Like I hear fine now, all of it's back to normal. But at the time, it was about a day, like the rest of that day and then half of the next day. So about a day and a half, give or take, where I couldn't hear normal. I don't know. You know, I don't know. Yeah. Actually went skydiving in this leather jacket. So this leather jacket's been skydiving with me, which is pretty cool. And I wore a watch. You're not supposed to wear any jewelry or anything, but I wore this watch, so this watch has also gone skydiving with me. But yeah, I would highly recommend skydiving if you want to. If you live in Florida, this is a really good place to go. I'll put the link to their website in the description down below. But yeah, I absolutely love skydiving and I will go again. And if any of my friends ever want to skydive, I will go skydiving with them. I don't remember exactly how much it was for me to go skydiving. I think it was a lot. I think it was either a few hundred or almost like a full, like 1,000 something. I don't remember. I didn't pay for it. It was my birthday present. That's why I don't remember how much it was. I just remember that it was supposedly a lot of money. So it's definitely something that you need to save up for. And then You don't need to take skydiving classes in order to skydive as well. I went completely uneducated in the arts of skydiving. I'm really good at falling though. But yeah, I had no idea how to skydive. They don't make you take a class, they don't make you take a course. They just make you sign away your life and pay like thousands of dollars, you know? But the guy was talking about skydiving classes. And from what I remember overhearing, it's like about 5,000 to 7,000. Ish. It might be 4,000 to 5,000. It's $45,000 for the whole course, all of the classes, because it's about 7-8 jumps minimum that it takes to do the course. You can always pay for extra jumps, but they only really mark 7 in the actual course to learning how to skydive. But yeah, it'd be like $4,000, $5,000 for the course to learn how to skydive and get a skydiving license, so you can just jump out of a plane legally without, you know, any kind of repercussions or getting arrested or anything like that. But yeah, that's what it's like to skydive. I went skydiving. I'm not actually tone deaf. I went skydiving and it was really fun. I went skydiving, I recommend it. Bow now now.